Welcome, dreamers and go-getters, to yet another exciting episode of Big Dreams, Small Pockets. This is episode 3, and I'm excited. This is a podcast where we explore creative ways on how to turn your dreams, your desires, and aspirations into reality without breaking the bank or even breaking your wallet. This is James Gideon Omagor, your host today, and we have quite an interesting topic that is particularly relevant to local businesses and people with startups, whether it is charities or community groups looking to make a splash in the online world. This is Big Dreams, Small Pockets. Let's roll. So today we are going to be talking about taking your idea or business, just like your neighborhood grocery store, or it is a salon, or it's a boutique, or a retail shop, or it's a kid's store, or a bakery, whatever it is. It could be even a secretariat. You are running a printing and a photocopying business. It could even be that you're offering a service to community, whether you are a consultant, whether you are a broker, trying to market houses for rentals, for purchase, properties such as cars or even assets such as land, whether you're a graphic designer, you are a teacher who wants to do homeschooling and be able to provide your expertise and teach students from the comfort of their homes, or even you're a mechanic, you want to offer your services to repair cars or even bicycles or even motorcycles, whatever it is, whatever dream and business idea that God has put upon your life, there is a better way to market it. There is an audience, there is a population beyond those that are within your phone contacts or within the circles of your friends and your relatives, but even far beyond your community to the neighboring villages and even the towns that are around your place, even to the entire country at large. How best can you take your business online? How do you start selling products? How do you start attracting customers? That is today's topic, and yes, you heard it right. It's time to turn those big dreams into reality without parting with a coin. So grab your notebooks, entrepreneurs, because you are going to want to take notes on this one. You see, a few months back, I was asked by a dear friend for some tips and advice on how she could take her business online. Now, she wanted to expand her possibilities. I thought it wise to do an episode on Big Dreams, Small Pockets to help you and many others that would be just like her. You want to know how best can you package, how can you promote, and how can you publish your business ideas online to gain more visibility while attracting the customers that matter to you. If that is you, if you're interested in something related to that, please stay tuned for much more information. We are going to be diving deeper and deeper, and we're going to be learning a lot, but also I'm going to be able to provide you with practical tools and strategies that you can use to get started and be able to appear on online spaces. This is Big Dreams, Small Pockets. James Gideon Omagor, your host. Let's take a quick break and be back. To kick things off, let's address the elephant in the room. You have no website? That's not a problem. It should not be your worry. We are going to dive headfirst into the world of online possibilities for your business. And we will begin with the powerhouse of the digital realm. I think there's no better place to start from than the powerhouse, the digital powerhouse. What do I mean by that? It is social media. It is something that you've all heard about. We all talk about social media, and some of you, when we talk of social media, what comes to your mind first? You think of things like Facebook, Instagram, you think of things like Telegram, you think of things like WhatsApp. Yes, you're right. So the very first step that you want to do is that you want to ensure that you tap into the social media magic. I call it the social media magic because billions and millions of people utilize these platforms. So platforms like Facebook, platforms like Instagram, platforms like TikTok, platforms like WhatsApp groups, these offer fantastic opportunities for you to showcase your services, for you to showcase your products, whether you are running a grocery store, whether you are running a salon, a boutique, whether you're running a retail shop, a bakery, a secretariat business, or even you're offering services such as consultative services, broker services, and many more. You know, one of the things that you need to know about social media Content is king. If no one has ever told you this, with social media, content is king. What do I mean by this? You need to learn the art of creating engaging posts about, for example, if it is a grocery store, you need to create engaging posts about your fresh produce. And you need to offer things like exclusive discounts, but also you need to show your customers and clients the work that goes into preparing what you do, preparing your vegetables, your fruits, your grocery, whatever things that you sell, whether tomatoes, onions, green pepper, cucumber, lemons, carrots, whatever it is. You want to give customers a glimpse of what it means to be you, what it means to be to associate with a brand such as yours, the quality of work that you put into cleaning and packaging and presenting these vegetables fresh and ready to be consumed by your customers. And as you share such content, as you share some of these things, it helps build what we call authenticity. A customer is able to trust you more. They're able to start relating, because when we talk of things like, for example, a grocery store, and we are talking about maybe fresh vegetables, whether it is spinach or cucumber, when you show clients the effort you put in to clean, to prepare, to harvest, to put together, if all these are processes that you carry out, and you give a customer a glimpse of all this really builds authenticity and trust, because they'll know that they're going to buy something from you that is clean. They know that you go through the process. They know that you're not selling them vegetables that have been on let me say refrigerated for months and months. You're giving them something fresh from the garden, especially if you're getting your veggies from the garden, to cleaning them, to packaging them and putting them on a stall. If you show them some of these things, and of course these can be videos, this could be pictures, this could be explainers, and all this builds trust. The customer now can start to know, okay, these people put in effort in what they deliver, and I think I can associate, I think I can buy from them. The very first point with social media, you don't want to rush into selling your product. That's where many people get it wrong. They think social media, you just have to say, let me, for example, if you run a warehouse where you're selling furniture, you have tables, you have sofa sets, and you just put a picture of a sofa set and put this is $50, this is 100,000 Ugandan shillings, this is 500 Ugandan shillings, buy now, call this, order now. Sometimes people will just scroll past such posts. People want, first of all, to be educated. They want to know what is it about, what is so special about the product you are offering, what makes you different from the other retailer. And that can only happen if you enlighten them, if you educate them. The magic of social media is for you to create content that educates, that creates awareness around your product, around your services. And when you do this, not only will somebody become aware, but they will become inquisitive. They will want to go to the next step of actually consulting and saying, okay, if this is the process this person go through to prepare such a product, I want to know more about the product. And when they express such a desire, you can give them more information to educate them, to enlighten them. And then at the end of the day, they will be more than comfortable and confident to place an order with you. So social media, you need to know that besides creating engaging content, you need to be consistent, but also you have to interact with your audiences. You have to give them content that they can consume, and you have to regularly respond to their comments, ask questions, and be able to build a community around your brand. Brand. Somebody might ask, what is a brand? A brand, simply stated, it is your image. It is who you are. What makes you different from another person? For example, if we talk of brands that are very common and familiar in our context, like Uganda, we have Airtel, we have MTN, those are brands. We talk of Omo, we talk of Magic, we talk of Aerial. Those are also brands in their own category. And you realize that they all have a way they appeal to their customers. They use visuals, they use images, they use colors, they use fonts, and they use statements and phrases that people always relate and can easily connect to them. So you need to be able to build a community around your brand. If you're selling tomatoes, if you're selling avocados, if you're selling fresh vegetables, people need to know that you are the best at what you do. If you're a salon personnel, you need to showcase recent or the different types of haircuts that you do, the different types of hairstyles, and that really builds your community to understand and to know that, okay, this is so and so, they offer this and this is what they do. And at the end of the day, they'll want to ask how much do you do that for? And then you can put in a proposition. So that's about social media. And secondly, another thing, when you have mastered the art of social media, please, if you don't understand any of these terms, kindly drop a comment, ask a question. I'll be more than delighted to respond to these questions in another episode. Don't forget, this is small dreams. Don't forget, this is big dreams, small pockets. How best can we achieve our dreams with, given the limited resources that we have? You are in the right place. The second thing for you to know and to understand is that you need to get acquainted with digital marketplaces. You see, just like we have marketplaces here in Uganda, we have markets like Nakasero, we have Nakawa, we have Owino. There are quite many of them. So just like we have physical marketplaces, the digital realm or the digital space or online space has what we call also digital marketplace. These are platforms where people get to showcase their products. The sellers are able to connect to the consumers or the customers, and they can exchange goods and services. So you need to get aware, you need to be acquainted with the various digital marketplaces that are available for the type of business that you do. And later on in this episode, I'm going to be mentioning about more than 15 different categories of marketplaces that you can sign up and sell your services and products, and even be able to connect with customers and promote and package in a way that people will call you and you'll be able to deliver and earn money. Some of these platforms are free of charge. You don't even need to have an ATM or whatever it is. But of course, some of them will require you to make a small payment if you want to advertise and be able to showcase your products on top of other sellers. So when we talk of digital marketplaces, I know some of you have heard of things like eBay, Amazon. Now those are global. Those are international marketplaces where people sell all sorts of things, from furniture to edibles to gadgets, things to do with technology, to beds, to sofa sets, to cars, to whatever, name it. So these platforms are virtual, and they don't cost you anything. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to build. No, you get, and you don't have to have a website. So you can leverage some of these to be able to sell your products to a wider audience. For our case here in Uganda and in East Africa, talking about countries like Rwanda, Kenya, Burundi, we're talking about Tanzania, I'll be able to share some marketplaces that are very common in all these areas, where you can sign up, showcase your products, and be able to connect with potential clients who will actually even send you money, place an order with you, pay you, and then you deliver the products to them. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so another thing that you want to consider is what we call Google business. You see, Google is the biggest search engine out there in the world. I think every single thing, every single question, every single search, somehow, somewhere goes through Google. And Google is your golden ticket to showing up in local searches. When people are searching for clothes, when they are searching for, let me say, fresh vegetables, when they are searching for meat, when they are searching for whether services to do with rental houses and plots of land that are up for sale, whether it is to do with a boutique and all that, people search online. As a matter of fact, research has shown that most purchasing decisions begin online. You see, online directories such as Google My Business, which is one of the biggest local call it listings that is out there, will ensure that your grocery store, your barber shop, your what do we call it, your bakery, your retail shop, whether it is your services that you offer, it will ensure that your information is on Google and it is stored accurately. And even you can go ahead to encourage certified customers that have been satisfied with some of your products and services to leave reviews. And those reviews can help inform decisions of other potential buyers and clients. So this not only boosts your online presence, but also builds trust in your community. We shall explore this much later, and all these things are very simple. If you have a Google account, call it a Gmail account, you can actually create a free Google My Business profile, and it is easy to create. It is simple. It shows you the process, the step-by-step process through which you sign up, and you are able to, even if your store has a physical location, you can be able to put in the street address and they can pin it on the map. So somebody can even be able to get directions. They get to know when you're open, when you close. This is quite very interesting. And many businesses use this. So if you are a startup, if you are looking at taking your business online, this is one step that you don't want to miss out. This is something that you can do all by yourself without even paying a professional. So you just have to do a little bit of reading here and there, and it is easy to do. As long as you have a smartphone or you have access to a computer, you can easily get started with Google My Business. Another thing that you might also think about, we can talk about things like email marketing. We can talk about things like SMS marketing. Now, in Africa, especially in countries like Uganda, maybe people don't have the habit of reading their emails and checking their emails routinely, especially when it comes to some of the businesses, the local businesses that we are talking about, that such as the grocery store, it's a boutique, it's a salon, it's a gadget shop, it's a kids store, it's a bakery, you're just beginning, you don't have a lot of suppliers. And well, email marketing might not be the thing for you, but it is a potential thing. But most profoundly, we have an option of SMS marketing, whereby you can reach out to your friends and their friends, you can reach out to your families and their friends, you can reach out to your relatives, you can reach out to your workmates, you can reach out to your Carlo mates, call them village mates, and whatever the case it is. SMS marketing does not have to be that expensive. There are platforms that offer SMS marketing at a very subsidized fee, as low as 20 Ugandan shillings per SMS. Now, with a budget of about 20,000 Ugandan shillings, which is really less than $5, you can be able, actually it is less than $1. No, less than $3. You can actually be able to send messages informing people about your product, informing people about your business, informing people about the services you're offering. More than 500 people with 20 Ugandan shillings. You can send out a message to more than 500 people to just let them know that, hello, this is Jane, hello, this is Gideon, this is Jimmy, this is Carol, this is Esther, and I just want to let you know that we have opened up a new grocery store in Kayunga or in Wakiso or in Nansana or in Nankulabye or in wherever you are located. You let them know that we have set up this shop and we have fresh vegetables, we have tomatoes, we have onions, we have this, and all this comes at a subsidized fee. You can even go an extra mile and tell them that when you place an order with us, we can deliver at your premises. And all these are ways of marketing. You know, gone are the days when you should be looking for customers on the road, knocking on doors. No. With technology, with digital, things have tremendously changed. Let us take a quick break, and when we return, we are going to go deeper and look at things like creating partnerships. We are going to continue to show the possibility on how you can really market your products online without necessarily having a website. It is very possible. And of course, I've promised to tell you more about social media platforms, but I'm going to give you a list of local, East African, Ugandan, Kenyan, Tanzanian, Rwandan platforms, online platforms that you can use to showcase your products, your services. Those platforms will help you package, promote, and publish your products and be able to tap into a wider audience and be able to sell beyond your neighbor. So this is Big Dreams, Small Pockets. We are discussing the subject of how best can we leverage digital platforms to be able to grow our businesses. Let's take a break and we shall be back. Okay, welcome back. Now, talking about partnerships. When we talk about partnerships, these are not things for big businesses and companies to do. A small business just like yours, whether it's a grocery store, it can collaborate with another business in the neighborhood. So for example, let's say you could be running a grocery store, but you can partner with a bakery or even a local farm. And if all of you are on platforms, for example, we have said that you need social media accounts as a grocery store, and the bakery also has its own social media platform, and you've built audiences around you. People who buy grocery are the same people who eat from the bakery, but then they are also the same people who are going to eat from that local farm. They would want the milk coming from that local farm. And remember, these are all local businesses. That means they are within the same geographical area. And you can do what we call cross-promotion. So when you partner up with and collaborate with local businesses within your neighborhood, you can do what we call cross-promotions. That means you will have joint efforts that will widen not only your audience, but they also lead to a creative solution for shared challenges. So for example, whatever challenges that might be faced by the grocery store or even the bakery or even the local farm, when you do that kind of cross promotions amongst your social media platforms, each of you is able to tap into each other's audiences, and you grow simultaneously because you are having products that are not competing with each other but have potential to be consumed simultaneously. You understand? So that's more or less about partnerships. But of course, remember, taking a business online does not necessarily need to have a website. Even though having a website could be an added advantage, but there are ways you can leverage various online platforms and tools to reach a wider audience. So here are several strategies. I'm going to offer you some strategies you can consider. For example, we have talked about social media platforms, and one of the first things that you need to do is to create a business profile. I know most of us have social media accounts. You either have a Facebook account, you have an Instagram account, but all these social media platforms have a business profile. Some of these profiles are pages, and you can create one for your business. It does not need to be in your names, but in the name of your business. So for example, it could be Namakula Grocery Store. Of course, you have something like Namakula Chamba Day as your account, but then of course you run a business which is Namakula Grocery Store. So you create a business profile for Namakula Grocery Store, and that means this profile will be on Facebook, it will be on Instagram, it will be on Twitter, it will be on things like LinkedIn, it will be on TikTok and any other potential platform that is ideal for your business. And it is important to note that not every social media platform is good for you. Social media platforms have their different agendas. They have their different audiences. Some are corporate, some are local, some are crossbreeds. They have a mix of this and a mix of that. So you need to understand, first of all, depending on the nature of your business. For example, in this case, we are talking about a grocery store or even a retail shop. You want to think about your ideal customer. Who is your ideal customer? When you identify and understand and properly define who your ideal customer is, then it will be easier for you to know which potential platform that customer might be found. Because not all breastfeeding mothers on Twitter, not all breastfeeding mothers on LinkedIn, but you might find that they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, they're on Facebook, and that gives you an idea on what platform to use. And once you have identified that platform, then you create an account on it. Once you create an account on it, then you have to start thinking of posting content regularly. When we talk about content, we are talking about showcasing your products or your services. And there are very many tools that you can use. Now, not all of us are talented with graphic designs to come up with good visual profiles or good visual posts and e-flyers, but they are free tools. For example, Canva. Just go to your Google, type www.canva.com. Now you can create a free Canva account, and you can use Canva to create stunning photos, stunning pictures and all that. And then of course, if you need images and all that, you might not have a camera to take all the photos that you need, but there are quite a number of websites like unsplash.com, like Pixabay. All those platforms have images, free stock footages that you can use as content for your profile. So you need to do that. And another thing, when you start picking up and you have gotten some little money, these platforms, just like one could advertise on a radio or a TV station, or even on wherever it is, you in a newspaper, you can choose to advertise on social media platforms. So that is also a potential thing. You can specify which type of people you want to reach out to, and on a budget as low as $5, which is still less than 30,000 Ugandan shillings, you are able to promote and publish your content worldwide. So initially I talked about utilizing marketplaces. I'm going to list quite a number of them, but of course I also talked about creating a Google business profile. This is something, if you need more information about this, please drop me a comment, ask a question. I'll be able to provide you with more information on that. But as I try to wrap up today's episode, there are quite a number of things. For example, you could consider things like having an online webinar, creating some events, or even a Zoom call, or even a social media live session whereby you just get to talk about your products. People see your face, people see you live, and then you tell them, this is this, this is that. And you can even educate people about your things, why you should encourage them to buy more of that. For example, if it's a grocery store, you can talk about, you can create content creating awareness and educating people on the advantages, the nutrition value of X, Y, Z, and why they should get it fresh from you. See, all those are ideas that you can pull around. I'll not talk about how to run ads, but maybe if you are interested in that, please let me know. I'll make a podcast for that. And of course, I've not talked so much about WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is also a good thing. The only limitation with WhatsApp is that it targets people that you already have in your contacts. So you want to maximize those and look at the social groups that you are in, and then be able to also leverage that. But of course, one of the things you should know as you're using WhatsApp or even Facebook groups, you need to provide customer support. Share updates, show them what is happening. Even if you don't have a website, even though it can be beneficial, but for starters, all that you need is an online presence. And all these strategies can help you to start expanding your online reach without really having a website. Remember to tailor your approach based on your target audience. I talked about this. And of course, you need to know the nature of your business, because it will determine what kind of platform that you really need to maximize and focus on. So lastly but not least, let's take a quick short break, and then I'm going to come back and talk about some of the experiences people go through when they're doing online shopping, and why you need to put your store, or why you need to put your products and services on these platforms. Don't go anywhere. Let's just take a break. So here's what you should know. An online shopping, when we talk about online shopping has become a popular and most convenient way of people to purchase items. Even in Uganda, it's not just a Bazungu thing, it's here. It allows customers to browse, compare, and buy products from the comfort of their homes without even having to go to the physical store. Many other times I buy things online. I don't need even to go to the market, the physical market, or even to the store. I just look at things and compare the prices, look at the descriptions, see what's unique with the other, and after that comparison, I make my order, and they deliver and I pay. So you too can also leverage and put your products up for sale. So online shopping sites in Uganda sell products at quite a competitive price. This makes it easy for customers to get the best deals on the products they want. So, however, with so many online shopping sites available, it can be overwhelming to determine which ones are trustworthy and offer the best solutions or selection of products. So that's why I have compiled a list of 16 best online shopping sites that are very active and prominent here in Uganda, but these also extend to the East African region. Some of these extend to the East African region, like Kenya, like Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi. So let's just look at this list. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm going to select 3 and I'll give you the pros and cons of the 3. If you want more details on any of the others that I might have mentioned, please just let me know in the comments and I'll be able to provide you with that information also. So the very first one is Jumia Uganda. Jumia also has Jumia Kenya. Jumia is quite a big platform. We shall review this. We have what we call Dombelo. We have Gigi Uganda. Gigi is also quite a big one and common. We have Chiku Uganda. This is also a big one. We have Ubuy Uganda. We have Danti. We have Masikini. We have Tili Express. We have Kweli.shop. We have Oduka. We have Chikubo Online. This is now very prominent for all Chikubo sellers and retailers out there. We have SafeBuy. We have Abanista. We have Subula. We have Duka Stores. And we have Abijax. Now, these are the top 16. And your products, your services can be showcased on any of these. And you can put a price to whatever that you're selling out there. And when people go on these platforms and they're trying to look for products and services that you offer, they'll be able to see you and then they'll be able to reach out to you because your contact details are included and are shown to customers, to potential customers. And when they call you, you can deliver and you get paid. As simple as that. You don't need money to subscribe. You can just start at a free pace. And with time, as I said, some of these platforms offer you the ability to advertise. So that means that your products are showcased or are featured on the top very first pages. And people, even if they have not searched for you, they can see some of your products. And if they pick interest, they easily reach you out. So let's review 2 or 3. The very first one is Jumia Uganda. Jumia is the leading e-commerce platform in the country, serving over 800,000 monthly users. It launched in 2014. The company is part of a larger Jumia group, which operates in several African countries. I've already told you that there is Jumia Kenya, but Jumia cross-cuts. It goes to East African region. It even extends to the other outskirts of Africa. So Jumia Uganda offers brands including electronics, fashion, home appliances, and much more. They have a user-friendly website and app which makes it easier for customers to browse and make purchases. And the option for cash on delivery payment adds convenience. That means a customer can be able to see some of your products, place an order with you, you give them a call, they specify how much they need, and then of course you deliver, and as you're delivering, they pay you. That's cash on delivery. They pay you the full amount of the purchase. So with its robust selection of products and seamless shopping experience, Jumia Uganda is the go-to destination for online shopping in Uganda. So some of the pros of Jumia Uganda: first of all, it has a wide selection of products. It has a reliable delivery service. There is smooth process for refunds and returns in case a customer wants to refund maybe they are not happy about the product you sold them. They can easily bring it back and you refund their money. So of course, Jumia offers a money back guarantee. And of course, it has advanced search filters to help customers find specific products, and it's accessible on multiple platforms. The disadvantages: some products may not match their descriptions or images. Prices may be higher compared to local market prices, that is with Jumia. Of course, there are some reports of counterfeit products, particularly with Jumia. Global products, these are products that are coming from outside Uganda, so some products come as counterfeits. Of course, delivery fees can be relatively high, and of course, delivery fees charged even for pickup at designated locations. So that means a customer will be charged with money that for coming to pick up the product, but also for delivering the product. They're double charged. So, and the other disadvantage is that pickup stations are only available in certain areas. For the case of Jumia, so I'm not going to talk about Dombelo, but Dombelo is also quite another one. Allow me to talk about 2 others. Maybe Jumia. I've talked about Jumia. Gigi Uganda. Gigi is a classified website that allows users to buy and sell items for free. Now, Gigi is a go-to platform. It was launched in 2019. It has quickly become the largest classified platform in Uganda, known for being the place where everything sells. That is one thing I love about Gigi. Everything sells. Whether you're selling land, whether you're selling hair, makeup, grocery, beans, potatoes, avocado, whatever it is, everything sells on Jumia. Everything sells on Gigi. On Gigi, users can upload photos of items they want to sell and connect with potential buyers directly. There is nothing like middlemen. In Jumia, there is a middleman kind of thing, but in Gigi, it's direct on, really. You talk to the store directly and you negotiate with the border who's going to bring your things, and you're good to go. So this is a good one. So unlike traditional online stores and marketplaces, Gigi does not accept online payments. So what happens on Gigi is that buyers and sellers are expected to meet in person to inspect and purchase items using cash. So for example, you see something on Gigi, you can reach out to the seller and tell the seller, you know what, I need that, bring it here. When they bring it and you look at it and you're like, yeah, it's what I thought, then you pay. If you don't like it, they take it back, as simple as that. So Gigi has positioned itself as Uganda's most preferred classified platform, making it a popular destination to buying or selling items. That's good. So some of the disadvantages of Gigi offers a variety of used items at competitive prices. Of course, it allows room for negotiation with sellers. These are the advantages. It offers a variety of used items at competitive prices, but it also allows negotiation with sellers, which is a good thing. With Jumia, you don't negotiate. Gigi, you can negotiate. And of course, it provides the option to pay cash on delivery. It enables users to search for buyers within their local area to avoid shipping fees. So for example, if you're located in Masaka, you can really say, I'm looking for this and this in Masaka. And they are able to tell you that, okay, there is this seller here and this seller there. Then of course, you have their contact details. You can reach out to them and talk about the logistics thereafter. So Gigi becomes convenient and gets rid of unwanted items. Some of the disadvantages, of course, there's high risk of encountering scammers. Of course, there is no returns on money back guarantees available because you're dealing with the seller and buyer directly. So if you're not keen, first sight, and you pay your money without authenticating the product, what happens thereafter, they don't guarantee it. So there's no returns. And of course, you risk purchasing stolen or used items. That is true. People sell used and sometimes stolen, that's for sure. So it may require frequent searching to find the best deals. So just like the customer is looking around, the seller can also position themselves to be able to present their products and services in a way that is really packaged. As we wrap up, I'm not going to talk about Chiku, but in case there is a platform that you want me to talk about, please mention it in the description and I'll be able to give you more details. I would have loved to talk about Chikuwo, but this podcast is already getting longer than it should be. So allow me to stop here. Remember, dreamers, taking your business online doesn't always require a hefty budget. It's about creativity, it's about resourcefulness, and a dash of digital know-how. So as we wrap up today's episode of Big Dreams, Small Pockets, I want you to leave with this. Your dreams are valid. With the right strategies, you can take your grocery store, you can take your salon, you can take your consultative business, you can take your teaching business, you can take your broker business, you can take whether it's a retail shop, it's a small farm, it's a bakery store, whatever it is, with the right strategies, you can take it online and thrive in that space. Until next time, keep dreaming big and keep those pockets small. Thank you for listening. I've been James Gideon Omagor. You've been quite good listeners. And if you have any question for me, please post it in the comment section below. But also, if you feel that this is vital information, you know a friend of yours out there who has been struggling, they want to see how best to tap into the digital realm and be able to promote and publish and package their products across multiple digital spaces, and you found this useful, please share it with them and let it bless them, but also guide them and help them navigate through the digital space. Until next time, bye for now.